So in today's session, we are going to discuss about email templates. So now what exactly these email templates? What is the use of these email templates? And how can we prepare these email templates? What are the various types of email templates available in Salesforce? And how can we send some email notifications to the people by using this email template? We'll see practically. Generally, in every organization, you will be having so many employees, so many partners who are taking care of our business processes. It may be sales, it may be service, whatever. So many customers, so many end users are available. As an organization, always it is our responsibility that we need to make a proper association or relationship with our customers and the partners and everybody. Because customer is God for every organization. If there is a customer, then only we have the organization. If there is no customer, then there is no concept of organization. We cannot have any organization. We don't have any revenue. We don't have any business and we don't have any profit at all. For that, always we have to maintain a proper relationship with our customers. Now, at that time, if you want to have some communication with your customer, then every time we cannot make a call. Okay, every time we cannot make a call. So at that time, we can able to have a channel through which we can able to communicate with the millions of customers as well. Why? Because is making a call to each and every customer is a difficult process. It's a horrible process. Because if the organization is having some 100 customers, then it's okay. We can able to make a call to every customer manually, one by one. But if you're having some thousands of customers or millions of customers, making a call to each and every customer is a difficult process. So that we need a channel by which we can able to communicate with our customers so that we can share some information. So for that, Salesforce has introduced a feature called as email templates. These email templates are also called as communication templates. In order to communicate with your employees or partners or end users, we are going to be using these communication templates. Now, so now by using these communication templates, we can able to send some email notification to the people. To how many? It may be one, it may be multiple people also. We can able to send the email notification. So while sending that email notification, no need to type that subject and the content every time. Just we can able to prepare a draft of the subject and the content, and then we can use that same draft while sending the email notification to all the people. Template means what? A draft. Okay, template is nothing but a draft which contains some information which needs to be get sent to the people, which needs to be get shared with the people. So now, in order to send that email notification, what are the subject, what are the content that you want to share, that information I'm placing inside a template or a draft, the same draft I'm using in order to send the notification to the people. Like, in what cases we are going to be sending these notifications here? For example, come to a general scenario. Assume that I have a bank account. It may be any bank. Whenever I'm depositing some amount into my account, then how do we get the confirmation that my amount has been credited successfully or not? For that, they are going to be notifying you by sending an email notification, along with that by sending one SMS confirmation. So once we got that SMS confirmation, then only we came to know that amount has been credited successfully into our account. Whenever you are withdrawing some amount from your account, then it will be sending one more notification to you that your account has been debited with so and so amount, so that the people will be getting some confirmations. Nothing but the organization is going to be notifying their customers. They're giving some information to the customer. They're maintaining some association with their customers. The customer no need to verify. Customer no need to verify by opening his bank account, so whether my account has been credited or not. So just they can able to get the confirmation message immediately, and then they can able to get the information on that. What are the transactions they have performed? And as an organization, whenever we are going to be releasing some new products into the market, so at that time we have to notify to all the people. Okay, we have to notify to all the people that these are the new models of products, these are the new versions of products which we are going to be releasing into the market. So as an existing customer, we are going to be offering some 5% discount to you because you are a valuable customer to us. You are already using our product. So that here as a valuable customer, we are going to be offering some benefit that we are offering some 5% discount on this latest model of products to you. So that at that time, if you're having some hundreds or thousands of customers, then sending that information to all the people is different. For that, we can able to use an email template. Inside that template, we can specify all this information. We can share to all the people in a one-time shot. In a single shot, we can send the notification to all these people as well. And along with that, whenever a customer's birthday is there, so as an organization, always it is our responsibility to maintain a proper relationship with our customer. So at that time, whenever if there is any customer's birthday is there, then we are going to be sending some greeting card. Okay, we are sending some greeting card. So for what? In order to maintain the association. Nothing but we are going to be reminding to that particular person that we have some association. Or else what happened is the customer maybe purchased my product very long time back. So he is utilizing that. Whenever he wants to buy a new product, then he will be go to some other organizations as well. But by sending this kind of notification keep on to the customer, we are going to be reminding him that we are also one of the organization already. We have some association. So now if you want to buy any product, then please come to me. We are ready to provide those products to you. We are ready to offer some discounts to you as you are a valuable customer to us. And along with that, whenever if there is any occasions are available, like some festival season, if some new year occasions, during those times also we are going to be sending some greeting cards. We are sending some wishes to those people as well. So to keep on, we are going to be having some association, the proper relationship with our customer. Why? Because his sales is not important. Support is always very, very important. The customer may buy the product only once, but as an organization, it is our responsibility that we have to provide the service lifelong to the customer. So that association is very, very important. If you're maintaining the very good association, a relationship with your customer, then always the customer will be stay with you. And then in future, if he wants to buy any other product, then he will come to you again. Or else he may be referring some other person to come to you, so that we will be getting some reference because of our existing customer as well. When if you are maintaining a proper association, if you are maintaining a good relationship with our customer, that's what here we have to make our customer happy always. Whenever the customer is facing any issue with our product or service, then immediately we have to resolve those customers. Then only the other persons will be getting come to us. If you're not maintaining the very good relationship, then he will be giving the information to all the people that this organization is not providing the proper support, so don't go to that organization. We may be losing some business, we may be losing some customers as well. That's what here maintaining the association is very, very important. So for that, in order to maintain that associations, we are going to be using email templates. So these email templates are also called as communication templates. These are also called as communication templates. So now what is the use of these email templates or the communication templates here? By using email templates, we can send the email notification to one or more users inside the organization. So now for every organization, we are having a set of customers, a set of partners, and the employees and the end users, everybody will be available. Now, in each organization, we will have a set of customers, end users, partners, employees. So in order to notify the people, regarding the new products releasing into the market, or birthday wishes, or festival season offers, etc., we need to use the email communications. Why? Because is we cannot able to make a call to each and every customer and partner manually by our own, which is a very, very difficult process, because we may be having some thousands or millions of customers. So now for that, what happened is we are going to be using these email templates, so that we will prepare a template. Which contains the subject and the content to be shared with the people. And we can use the same template to send the email notifications to all the people, or to the required people, to whomever we want. In order to send that email notification to the people, what are the subject that you want, what are the content that you want, we can able to prepare like as a draft. That draft we can able to use every time in order to send the email notifications. So now, in order to send that email notification, generally we need an email server. By configuring that SMTP servers inside our organization, we can able to send the email notification. But in Salesforce, do we need to configure these SMTP servers? No. Salesforce is already configured the SMTP servers for you. No need to configure any servers explicitly here. Just you can able to prepare the subject and the content, and you can send that email notification to whomever you want. Based on that email ID, it will be sending that email notification to those people. So now, Salesforce provides the email services configuration ready-madely for each customer. No need to configure any email servers configuration inside your Salesforce instance. These are already configured. Just we can able to send that notification. That's it. So now when coming to the email templates here. So by using these email templates, we are going to be sending some email notifications to those people. So now for each and every template, what we need to provide, we have to specify the subject and we have to specify the content. What content you want to share to the people, what subject you want to send to the people. To whom you want to send, that we will decide later. Because based on need, we can able to send to multiple people as well. But for all the people, we are sending the same subject and the same content. Now, so now whenever you are going to be preparing that email templates in order to send the notifications to the people, then Salesforce is providing a set of ready-made email templates to you by default. Why? Because is Salesforce has provided one ready-made application to you, that is Salesforce CRM application. In order to automate your existing customers and the new customers information, we are using that Salesforce CRM application offered by Salesforce. So now, by using those applications, in order to notify the people, Salesforce has already configured some set of ready-made email templates to you. Those email templates we can able to access and we can able to send those notification, because if you want to send the similar kind of information if you want to share with the people, then you can use that same template which has been given by Salesforce. Or if you don't want to use that same template, if you want to send a different subject, a different content based on your application requirement, then you can prepare your own email templates as well. We can prepare our own email templates also. There is no such limitations. Depends upon your need, how many templates that you want. You can prepare those many number of email templates. Now, let's make a note of it here. Salesforce provides a set of ready-made email templates which has been prepared upon implementing the Salesforce CRM application. Now, we can use the same email templates to notify the people, or we can prepare our own email templates based on the need with the required subject and the content. So now whatever the email template that we have prepared, so all those email templates will be getting resides inside an object called as email templates object. Like as all the account records are storing inside the account table, nothing but the account object. Object or table both are same. Okay, object or table both are same. In our general terminology, we are referring it as a table. In CRM terminology, we are referring it as an object. Now, all the account records will be storing inside the account object. All the contact records are storing inside the contact object. All your position records are storing inside the position object. Like the same way, all the email templates which has been prepared by Salesforce or which has been created by you, all these are storing inside the email template object. Now, let's make a note. All email templates will get resides in email template object. So this is the email template object is available to you here. It is a single word. So inside this email template object, all the email templates will be getting resides. It may be the ready-made, nothing but the standard given by the Salesforce. It may be created by you also. All the email templates are getting resides inside this table itself. So now whenever you are going to be creating that email templates, we can able to segregate those email templates. Why? Because assume that inside a single Salesforce organization, we can have the multiple applications. So for each and every application, we can able to have the separate set of email templates. Like assume that I have an application. Inside my application, I'm having the multiple modules, like as an admin module, a HR module, a finance module. Assume that 3 modules are there. So in HR module, I'm using some email templates to send the notification. In finance module, I have prepared some email templates to send the notifications. In admin module, I have prepared some email templates to send the notifications. So at that time, what happened? All the email templates are available inside a same object itself. Then how can we segregate those things? Whatever the email templates that I have prepared for that HR module, those email templates can be using only in the HR module. In the admin module, in the finance module, they can't use, they can't access. The HR module related admin email templates into a separate folder. And the finance module related email templates into a separate folder. Nothing but what we are doing, whatever the email templates that we have prepared depends on our need. We can able to segregate those email templates as well into by creating the multiple folders. For example, assume that I'm having my system. Inside my system, I'm having multiple drives are available: C drive, D drive, and the E drive. Inside the E drive, I'm storing all my personal information, like it may be movies or whatever, everything. I have created a folder called as some entertainment folder inside my E drive. So now in that entertainment, I'm storing some email, like as I'm storing some movie files, I'm storing some songs also, the audio songs. At that time, I'm creating two folders inside this again. One is movies, second one is songs. In order to segregate the songs again, I'm creating multiple folders inside the songs folder, like as new movie, new songs, old songs. Inside that songs again, I'm new songs. I'm creating one more for multiple folders again, like as the Hindi songs, Telugu songs, or English songs. In that one again, old one, new one. Like that, we are going to be creating the multiple folders. We are segregating that information for our easy understanding. Like the similar way, whenever you are creating an email template, each and every email template will be getting storing inside a folder. Every email template should be get stored inside a single folder here. That folder will decides whether these email templates can be accessible by whom. Who are all the people can access those email templates? That will be decided by that folder. Now, so now in this kind of scenario, all the email templates will be storing inside the folder. Each email template should get stored inside a folder. Inside a folder. Now, so Salesforce is providing one ready-made folder to you because Salesforce is giving so many email templates to you by default. So now those email templates are storing inside a folder called as unfiled public email templates folder. This is a public folder which is a common folder given by the Salesforce to you, where we can able to place your email templates inside the folder, which can be accessible by all the users inside the organization. So whatever the email templates that you want to make it common to all the users inside the organization, then those email templates you can able to place inside that unfiled public email templates folder. If you want to make it by your own, if you want to make it your personal, which cannot be accessible by the other people, which can be accessible by only myself. So at that time, you can create your own personal folder, and inside that you can store your organization specific or your application specific email templates inside that. That flexibility will be available to you. Now, Salesforce provides a folder called as unfiled public email templates. Unfiled public email templates, which contains all the email templates provided by Salesforce by default. By default. This folder can be accessible by all the users inside the organization. All the users inside the organization. And we can create our own folders We can create our own folders to store our organization or application specific email templates. Our organization specific or the application specific email templates inside that. So now each and every email template will be getting resides inside a folder, and all the email templates are storing inside the email template object. Now, so now each and every email template will be having what? The two parts will be there. One is the email subject, second one is the email content. In that subject, we can specify the subject information to be used to share that to the people. In that email content part, we have to specify that email body, the information which you want to share with the people, we can able to specify inside that. So that every email template should have the email subject and the content which you want to share that. Now at that time, that subject and the content may be static, or the subject and the content may be dynamic also. How can we make it dynamic? We'll see practically now. So now in this kind of scenario here, how can we create our own email template? Now we'll see practically here. For that, we'll see that navigation process first. Now, each email template contains the email subject and the email content to be shared with the people. To be shared with the people. So, what is the navigation to create these email templates here? Now, let's see. Navigation process to create that email template. So that go to the setup menu and click on it. Go to the administer menu in the left panel. Click on communication templates and expand it. Click on communication templates and expand it. Click on email templates. Click on email templates. Now, whenever you are creating the email templates, Salesforce is providing the 4 types of email templates to you basically here. So what are those 4 types of email templates? We'll see practically one by one. Now, let's make a note of it here. Salesforce provides the 4 types of email templates by default as below. So these are the 4 types. One is the text type. This is also called as the plain text email template, which will be having like as a normal notepad, the white background and the black text. Okay, the white background and the black text. Nothing will be there. It won't have any images, it won't have any hyperlinks, nothing will be there. Just like as a normal static content. And the second one, HTML using letterhead. So nothing but sometimes I want to make my email template, nothing but the email content will be look like attractive. For that, what we can do, we can able to prepare our own letterhead, and that letterhead we can able to use while sending that email notification, so that we can make our content look like attractive. So how to prepare that letterhead, we'll see practically in our Salesforce in the next session, in tomorrow's session. How to prepare that letterhead and how can we use that letterhead while sending that email notifications, we'll see practically over there. And the third one, custom, without using letterhead. Without using the letterhead also, we can able to prepare that email templates. How to prepare that, we'll see practically as part of that custom email template types. And the fourth one, Visualforce. Visualforce email templates. Visualforce, email templates. So these are the four types of email templates has been given by the Salesforce to you by default. So whenever you are going to be creating an email template, then first of all, we have to select from these four what type of email template that you are going to create. So each and every email template type we'll see practically over here. Now when coming to the navigation part, go to that communication templates in the left panel and then expand it. Click on communication templates link. Click on communication templates link. Sorry, the email templates link. As soon as when you click on email templates link, it is going to be providing the list of email templates which has been created by the Salesforce by default, which has been given by the Salesforce to you by default as part of Salesforce CRM. Now, if you want to create one more email template based on your need, then click on new button. In that section itself, you will be having a new button. There, we can able to use that button to create your own email template. Now, click on new button to create a new email template. As soon as when you click on new button, it will ask you to select that email template type. So what are those types that we have? We have four types of email templates are available. So one is the plain text, second one is the HTML, third one is the custom, fourth one is the Visualforce. These are the four types of email templates are there. From these four, we have to select any one of that email template here. Okay, from these four, we have to select any one of that in order to create an email template. Now, select the email template type. From the list. Now, after selecting that email template type, click on next button. Click on next button. As soon as when you click on next button, it is providing a user interface. Inside that, we need to provide the information about that email template which you are going to create. So that enter the email template name and the label and the description of that email template. So what is the use of creating this email template? By using this email template, what information that you are going to share with the people. So for that, we can give some description, nothing but the comment. And after that, select the folder in which the template should get reside. In which folder you would like to save this email template. Select that folder, email template folder, also by using that pick list. Select the folder from the pick list. Now, after selecting that, select the checkbox available for use. Available for use to make the template to be available to all the users inside the organization. Why? Because is when coming to those templates may not be using that. For example, here, assume that I'm having a template. So in that template, I have specified some subject and the content. So now along with that, we have specified our organization address also. Now recently, we have shifted from the Hyderabad to some Bangalore, or we have shifted from some one location to another location. So that I have prepared one more email template where I have specified the latest address. The current address I have specified, not the older address. So at that time, I am going to be making that old one should not be get used. That is also our email template which we have created in the past, but that will be having the older address, the older company address here. But recently we have shifted to some other place which is having some new address. So now at that time, we are going to be unselecting the checkbox which cannot be available to use. Nothing but the template will be there, but it is not available to use. We cannot use that template. Like as a deprecated, okay, like as a deprecated here. So now in the similar way, we can able to make your email template to be available for use. After that, enter the email subject to be shared with the people. to be shared with the people. Enter the email content. Okay, enter the email content or the body. The email body, we can specify that. And after that, and then click on save button. Click on save button. So this is the navigation process which we are going to be using in order to prepare that email template here. So we have to use this navigation upon preparing that email template. Now let's see how can we create an email template by using this template, by using this navigation process. And how to send the email notification, we'll see practically now here. Now, let's take the use case. Take a scenario. Now, a use case. Create a communication template. Communication template to be used to notify the contact person upon creating the contact record. Upon creating the contact record. As soon as whenever we have created a contact record, then I would like to notify that contact person that your contact record has been created successfully in our database. So from now onwards, you are a valuable customer to us. So that in future, if you need any clarifications, if you need any queries, if you want to contact us, so please contact on the below address, below details. So that here like that, I would like to specify some subject and the content here. Now, so in that email template, so what will be the subject and content that you want to specify? Now let's see here. I'm going to be specifying the subject. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm giving the subject here. Your contact record has been created successfully. Successfully in our database. Okay, in our database. This is the subject I would like to specify. And the content. So now, dear customer, thanks for purchasing the products. Purchasing the products from our organization. From our organization. From today onwards, you are a valuable customer to our organization. Valuable customer to our organization. Now, we are pleased to inform you that your contact details has been stored in our database successfully. So now please use the below details if any queries. Thanks and regards. Sales team or so and so person here, like some David Dotson from the sales team, Dell Incorporation, and we can specify the email address like as sales@some Dell.com, and then visitors www.somedell.com, and the toll-free number 800-898-3456. So this is the information that I would like to share to the people. So now I'm preparing the subject. This is the subject I would like to share, and this is the content I would like to share. So now I want to prepare this draft. So whenever you have created a new contact record, the same template has to be used to send the notification here. Now, how to prepare this email template? How can we test this email template? Now we'll see practically here. So now upon preparing that email template, inside that subject box, nothing but we have to specify enter the email subject. In that place, I'm placing the subject here. Enter that email content at the body. So at that place, I'm placing this email content here. The remaining navigation, you are aware of how to create this email template. This is the whole navigation process we are going to be using to create that email template. Now let's go with this navigation process and create the email template. Now let's go to your Salesforce instance. So now I'm having my Salesforce instance that already you are aware of that and which we are using since long time for our sessions. Now let's go to this navigation process. Click on that setup menu on the top right corner. It is loading all the setup options which is used to configure your Salesforce instance. Go to the left panel. We are having this left panel. So this is the left panel is available to you here. In this left panel, go to the administer menu. Go to the administer menu. In that administer menu, we are having an option called as communication templates. This is the option, communication templates. Go to the communication templates and expand it. Inside that, you will be having an option called as email templates. So now you will be having an option called as email templates. Click on this email templates link in order to see all the existing email templates created by the Salesforce or which you have created in the past. Now, click on this email templates link. Now it is providing all the email templates to you which has been created by the Salesforce to you by default. So these are the various email templates has been given by the Salesforce to you by default here. So now where all these email templates are available where inside a folder. So what is that folder name? That email templates are available inside a folder called as this is a public email, unfiled public email templates folder. This is the folder is available to you here. Inside this folder, all these email templates are available. If you want to create your own folder in order to segregate your email templates based on your application modules, at that time, create a new folder by using the create new folder link. You will be having that create new folder link. You can create your own folder and inside that folder, we can save that email templates. Now, I'm not creating any email folder here. I'm going to be using the same folder in order to make these templates to be get available to all the people. So now for that here, in order to create a new email template, just click on new template button. Okay, new template button. Click on that new template button to create a new template. As soon as when you click on new, it is going to be providing the option, nothing but what type of template that you want to create. Either a text or plain text email template, or the HTML type using letterhead, or the custom without using letterhead, and the fourth one visual force. So now from these four, we have to select any one of that email template type. So now, first of all, we'll see the text template here. Now I'm selecting the text one. Now after that, click on next button. Okay, go to the next button. Inside this email template, it is providing that graphical user interface to you. Select the folder in which you want to store that email template. Make this template to be available to use. For that, you have to select this checkbox. Enter the email template name and the label and the description of that email template here. Whatever the comment that you want, we can specify that. What is the subject that you want to share? You can specify the subject, you can specify the email body or the content. And after that, you can click on save button. So this is the navigation process is available here. So now I'm creating this email template right now. I want to save this email template inside the same folder that is unfiled public email templates. Public email templates. Now, I want to make this email template to be available for use to all the people inside the organization so that I'm making it as selected. Enter the email template name. I'm specifying that email template name called as contact creation notification. Nothing but this email template I'm using to send the email notification or to notify the contact person upon creating a contact record. So that I'm giving that email template name contact creation notification template. contact creation notification template. So now I'm entering that description. The description also I'm entering that same contact creation notification template, or else you can give some description. This template is used to notify the contact person upon creating a new contact record. Upon creating a new contact record. So whatever the description that you want, we can able to specify the description over here. The subject. The subject and the content, whatever you want, you can able to place inside that. That subject and content already we have prepared. So let's go to our subject. Copy the subject over here. Now paste the subject inside the subject field and copy that content. So this is the content that I'm going to place inside this. That content I'm placing inside this one. Now, so this is the subject and the content here. So now inside that I have specified, dear customer, thanks for purchasing the products from our organization. So now from today onwards, you are a valuable customer to our organization. So we are pleased to inform you that your contact details has been stored inside in our database successfully. Please use the below details if any queries. Now, so now further you can able to contact on the below address details so that you can able to get some help on that. So this is the email template that I'm going to create. So now after entering the subject and the content and click on save button. Now your email template will be getting created for you. Okay, this is the email template which we have created. Okay, this is the email template which we have created. It is having this email template subject. It is having this content. This is the content is available inside that which we have specified. Now, how can we test this email template? How to test this email template in order to verify whether this specified subject and the content is delivering properly to the recipient email address or not. So for that here we are having that options. Now let's go to that. Now initially here we are going to be sending this email notification manually, and when moving forward after this concept we are moving ahead to one more concept called as workflows. Through that workflow we can able to make this process as automated. Upon creating a contact record, automatically email has to be get sent. Like as when you deposit some amount, immediately you are getting some email notification and the SMS. Like the similar way, once you create that contact record, we can make it as automated process so that after creating the contact record, it has to send the notification directly here. So now, but till that time, what needs to be done is we need to test that functionality manually by sending that email notifications here. Now let's see here. Testing the email template. So how can we test that here? Go to the required email template to be tested. Open the email template. Click on send a test and verify merge fields button. Send a test and verify merge fields button. Select the record from the pick list available inside the dialog box. Enter the email ID inside the text box to be used to send the email notification. select the checkbox, send a preview to, and the sixth one, click on OK button. Click on OK button. So now what should be the observation here? What we are expecting? So now it should send the email notification. It should send the email notification with the specified subject and the content to the specified email ID. To the specified email ID. This is what we are expecting here. This is our observation. Now, then how can we send this email notification? Now let's see practically here. Let's go to your email template. This is the email template we have created. Contact creation notification template. Now inside this email template, you will be having the email template is available, and along with that you will be having a button called as send a test and verify message field. Nothing but before using this functionality, first of all we can have a test whether this email is going to be sending the whole content properly or not. So now for that we have to click on this button, send a test and verify message fields button. Click on send a test and verify message fields button. Now you can select any of the record, contact record, or user, or the lead record, or any other object record, whatever you want, to whom you would like to send that notification. And then here you will be having a checkbox called send email preview to. Nothing but to whom you want to make a copy. Nothing but I want to make a CC copy to that people. So now here my email ID is already included inside this one because I am the owner of that email template. So that here it is including my email ID here. Now select that checkbox, send email preview to, and then click on OK. So to this email ID, it has to send the email notification. So before that, I have logged in here. I have logged into this particular email application. This is my email ID, which I'm using that. Now, as soon as when you click on that, OK button, it has to send the email notification. With this subject, with this content. What are the subject and the content we have specified, it has to send. Now, let's click on OK, verify. It has to send that email notification here. Let's go to your email. We have received that email notification immediately. Now, this is the email subject is available. Congratulations, your contact record has been created successfully in our database. Now, let's open that. What are the subject that we have specified? What are the content that we have specified that has been specified inside this? Like as the dear customer, thanks for purchasing our products from our organization, and the so and so information, and all the information has been getting populated. So this is the subject that we have specified, and this is the content we have specified inside this email template over here. So now the subject and the content is going to be delivering properly to that particular specified email ID inside this. So this is a way we are going to be preparing an email template, and we can send and we can verify whether this email template is working properly or not. Now, so now in this kind of scenario here, so this is the subject and the content we are going to share to the people. So now in this case, if multiple contacts we have created, the same subject, same content will be getting forwarded. Okay, the same subject and the same content will be getting forwarded. So now at that time, my requirement is here. Even though if you are sending the email notification to some 1,000 people, the same subject, same content will be getting forwarded. But I don't want to make it as standard. I want to make it as dynamic. Like, for example, I have specified a subject. Nothing, assume that I have a bank account. I have a bank account. So inside my bank account, I have deposited some amount. Inside my account, already I'm having some 10,000 rupees. Okay, I'm having some 10,000 rupees. So now today I have deposited some more amount of 5,000 again here. So now the total amount is what? 15,000. Total is 15,000. As soon as your account has been getting updated with the latest balance, immediately you will be getting one SMS alert. You will be getting some SMS alert. Like as, dear customer, your account ending with 2334 has been credited with the amount some 5,000. Your total available balance is some 15,000. Okay, this is the SMS alert we are receiving here. So now assume that after that I have deposited 10,000 again. Now at that time also you will be getting the similar kind of message where whatever the amount that you have deposited, that amount value will be getting changed over here. Instead of this 5,000, it will be having the 10,000 value. Your amount has been credited with the rupee amount 10,000 rupees, and the total available balance is 25,000. Nothing but what happened here, also have deposited, here also have deposited. So when you deposit 5,000, it is having the subject and the content like this one. Nothing but in my SMS alert, it is having that amount value. Whenever if I'm depositing some 10,000, it is having this value here. Nothing but what happened, the content is keep on changing. This value is also 15,000 here, this value is 25,000 here. Nothing but what happened, they're making that content as dynamic. Okay, they're making that content as dynamic. Then how can we make this content as dynamic instead of making it as static always? So for that here, in order to make your content and the subject as dynamic, Salesforce is providing a feature called as merge fields. We can able to have a concept called as merge fields. So what exactly the merge fields? What is the use of merge fields? How to prepare these merge fields? We'll see practically in tomorrow's session. Now, so now here we have specified dear customer. For example, when you go to that organizations here, we are receiving so many email notifications. Let me show you practically here. Assume that I have received some email notification from different organizations. Now, I have received the email notification from different organizations, like some Amulyam. I don't know. We don't know what exactly that organization. And then Charisma. We don't know. Dr. Batra, Tanya, Amulyam, distance education. Like that, we are receiving the email notification from different organizations over here, which are some social welfare organizations. Inside that, here observe this one. This is also looking like as a normal notepad, but here instead of specifying congratulations or dear customer, they have specified hi, my name they have included over here. So now will these people have sent this email notification only to me? No. So this email notification has been sent to some thousands or millions of people as well. So at that time, how they are going to be including the person's name inside this email subject or the content? So now here also they have used a feature called as merge fields. Nothing but we are going to be including our selected record content dynamically at runtime inside this email template. It may be in subject, it may be in the content also. Instead of hard coding this value, like as a customer, we can able to specify that person name. That contact person name we can include. Inside this record, inside this content, we can able to include that contact person details as well. Like as his first name, his last name, his email ID, his phone number, his address, everything we can able to include inside that. So that what happened is, in order to send that email notification, we can able to make that subject and the content dynamically at runtime by using that merge fields over here. So now how to prepare that merge fields, how to use those merge fields inside our email template in order to make our subject and the content is dynamic, we'll see in tomorrow's session. Okay. So in tomorrow's session, we are discussing about these merge fields. And along with that, we are going to be discussing about the HTML and the custom as well. Nothing but how can we prepare that email templates and by using that letterhead. So for that, how to prepare the letterhead, we'll see practically tomorrow, and how to use that letterhead while sending the email notifications, we'll see practically in tomorrow's session. And after that one, we are going for the workflows. How can we make this process as automated? Why? Because is now we have prepared that email template and we have sent that notification by click on send a test and verify magic fields. But it's a manual process. Okay, it's a manual process. But I don't want to send manually by click on that button every time. I'm having some thousands of people are there. I'm creating some hundreds of records every time. It may be manually, it may be through some other alternative ways also. I'm creating so many records. So at that time, how can we make this process as automated of sending that email notifications? So for that, we are using the workflows. By using that workflows, we can able to automate those processes in order to send some email notifications as well. We'll see practically in that workflows. Okay.